Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Let's get started. Before we start the timer on 20 minutes, what is you? These are public, by the way. Don't get confused. I mean, it's not busy in here. You know, it's just, it seems like just you and me. YouTube is quieter. You can't even say Instagram without being slammed with some stupid shit freaking warning or something on TikTok anymore. I can't stand it. All right, so this way I can just talk candidly. What is your question so I can focus on it? So this reading is usually $25 in the shop. It's on sale for $15 for the holiday, and it's 10 cards. And what I do is I answer a question fully. Yeah, so it's complete. It's really all you need. Some people want lots of details and information. That's the full reading, but this one it's a good size, honestly. You know, I will cover what you need to know. So what can usually these are on love, you know, love questions. What can I help you with? Okay, so this is on Darian. Okay, do you care to give me his sun sign? Hey, do you care to give me his sun sign if you know it? Okay. Oh dear. Okay. All right. Libras are usually never done. They just go into hiding. Okay, here we go. So this is for Darian. First, I'm going to do a energy check just on both of you with the dice. Give me a second here. Okay, a couple of things here. Did you just leave your job? I know this is like so random. What I'm asking is like nothing to do with Darian. But did you just leave your job or get rid of something financial, or did you walk away from a money opportunity? Okay. I have to find out what this is because this is crowning the reading. So 1 second. Yes, yes, ma'am. This is about leaving a job. So it can be because of travel. It can be because of taking vacation days. It can be where a person changes location where they're showing up for work. It can be a change of job. So if you're not aware of this, which I find a little bit strange, it can occur in the next couple of days. So if you don't know anything about anything and your job is stable, you're not leaving, everything is, you know what I mean? Jumana, I'm in the middle of a reading that's paid. If you want to book one, you could do it through my shop, but I'm not a doctor. Go get an ultrasound, okay? I'm a psychic, not a doctor. Okay. Swim with dolphins. They can see through the human body. Okay. Now, my time is for Nayeli. So there's something with your job, and if you're not aware of it and you have no clue what I'm talking about, this can occur without you knowing it. You know, being fired or leaving, you know, I'm not sure, I don't know your life, but this is definitely accurate, and this is definitely happening with you and your work. Okay? So, all right, I'm gonna let that sizzle. Let's go on to the love part. He's very much in love with you, first of all. So we have established that immediately, that is the most important part of this reading before we go on. He is 100% in love with you, Nayeli, okay? that means that whatever's going on, he's either pissed off or, you know, we're going to figure out what's going on, okay? But he is in love with you 100%. There's nobody else in the picture, okay? Now, I just want to say something too. If you're getting a reading and you've done any kind of magic or paid for magic or done a candle or a light or whatever the heck you want to call it, that will alter. I could be reading on an energy that you're paying someone to manipulate, because that's what magic changes things. Readings just give information. They tap into energy. If you didn't do any of that, don't worry about it, but it is a disclaimer, okay? FYI. All right, here we go. So I think I kept saying Darien. Yes, it is right, like the fruit. Okay, here we go. No, that would be durian. Durian, yeah. Okay. So the reading starts off with him wanting to go back. Okay. I'm sorry, people are, okay. So the reading starts off with him wanting to withdraw. Sorry about that, the way I said that. Wanting him withdrawing on purpose. We already know that he's, you know, you said something about not contacting you or whatever. He wants to take time on his own to think. That means something either hurt him, upset him. Let's find out what's going on with him. All right. Maybe this is the job thing. Maybe. Because what I told you is exactly what I said. I don't go back on what I said. However, we're chipping away a little bit more at what's happening with him. This is pointing to you doing something online or with emails or texts or communication or hanging out in a live or something electronic, something with people. I'm not sure what it is. Your behaviors and communication patterns online, and there's some compensation from it, and this is already telling me that your man is upset at either a choice that you've done or a behavior that you've done where he is not okay with it, offended by it, you know, either jealous or upset. So this means that you have done things that go against what he wanted. Are you aware of what you did? If you don't want to say anything, don't worry about it. Let me keep going. All right. The problem that I see here is that this is when a person's trying to be vindictive and they get cold feet. So 1 minute, you know, 1 minute they are, you know, wanting to do something kind of like to butt heads, and then they don't. Okay, so this is coming. This part is coming. Okay. One more, because it's 10 cards. Okay. Okay. Is he coming back? Is he going to talk to you again? Let me go back to your original question. Darian, is he done talking to you? No, he's not done talking to you. As I said before, the attraction, the interest, the beginning of love, or maybe it's already seasoned love, is there. The passion, the interest is there. This is the story. What I'm seeing here is that you are not aware of the impression that you've made on him, or the way that you are. This is when two signs are drawn to each other with chemistry, and there's a clash. Especially if you're a fire sign, like for example a Sagittarius or something, you would have a difficult time understanding the Libra. Maybe Gemini sometimes with Sag is difficult. Pisces can have a hard time unless you are, it depends. It depends on your moon and your rising, Anyway, all I'm trying to tell you is the way that you understand him is, Pisces usually is very intuitive and everything. And maybe that's the part of you that made it easy for him to like you so much, because you're so likable. But you're not understanding him. So there's something about you that he's just not liking. So if you guys, have been in a big reading that I do, I begin by looking at the entire history of the situation, of the romance, how you met, his first impressions, the whole thing. This is 10 cards. So I'm answering the question, is he coming back? Is he going to keep talking to you? So there's a lot of you guys I don't understand, because I'm not seeing it here, because I'm not looking into your past, which is how I piece together deep readings. So if you have only been together a little bit, it doesn't matter. The attraction is still there. The intensity, the investment of caring is still there. Passion, even if he just wanted you physically, which is showing me that there's more to it. This is where something went wrong. You're not realizing that you rubbed him the wrong way. There's something that you did. Maybe you're talking to other people. Maybe he saw something on your social media. Maybe there's something that gave him cold feet. Pisces are very bold and they're very social, and maybe there's something that to you seemed like no big deal, but to him it was like, oh no, I don't know now. That has me paranoid, and you're not realizing it. Okay, so the good thing about your sign is that you can really kind of connect and kind of feel things that intuitively, but you can also miss some of the things that are bothering him, because Libras, males, are not going to sit there being confrontational. They'd rather be quiet and kind of, not cause drama than stir the waters, unless they get really pissed off. But more or less, they're not going to sit there telling, he's taking his time to think. Is he going to talk to you again? Yes. Is he still interested in you? Yes, he is. The chemistry is real. He was genuine. What pissed him off? Let's start with this first. It has to do with a combination with something with money or your job, or something that if a person is giving you things and he's jealous, or this can be material goods. It can be paying for you to go places with them. Something where his male, kind of like territorial way of thinking is jealous or on edge, okay? So you have made him jealous. And this also talks about you did something that maybe, or you're about to, because this is coming up, kind of like vindictive. Okay, well, he's going to do this, well, I'm going to do this. Or it can be that he's doing it, because in a love reading, people are interwoven. And this is coming up next. Okay, that's what next to expect. Either he's going to try to do something kind of like to make you see how it feels, because Libras do that. Or, I mean, you know, Eminem is a Libra. And he waits, what, how many years to get back at someone in a song, right? Think of it that way, right? So Libra males, they kind of brew, and you know, until the timing, and then they get back at someone, right? So you know, they're silently and slowly vindictive in a way. You did this to me, or you said this about me. So this is either he's going to kind of show you a taste of your own medicine kind of thing because he's bothered by it, or you might do something that may, you know, could make him feel that. So how would you know if it's you or him? By your intention. If you in the next couple of weeks, the next month or so, and you find yourself saying, you know what, I'm going to do this because I want to show him how he feels, you know, don't do it, because the reading is already saying, you know, this is just going to make things more confusing when you both like each other. Next thing. This talks about you being very aware of an opportunity either coming to you or coming to him. This plays a role in the reading. Remember that I keep seeing the job, friends of interest. You can't identify it, or maybe you don't want to, that's fine. But sit on what I'm saying. It'll make sense as you kind of, you know, maybe hear back in your memory like what I'm saying. Now, usually what happens is, you know, when the client is more candid, you know, we can pinpoint it, but that's fine. I'm going to just include all the things you need to know. This talking about you being very aware of maybe attentions that are being given to you, or maybe opportunities that are being given to you that he doesn't maybe approve of. This can be like some of the things that I said before, but this is what you don't realize. He is judging you in ways he's not confronting you about it. There's things that he's, you know, this is either like thinking she's too much into her crowd, or she trusts these people too much, or there's something judgmental that he is doing that you're not aware of, and that's the problem. Where is this going to be fixed? When you decide to realize, because it's a decision you have to make, when you decide to realize to understand him. And when he decides that he misses you and breaks no contact, so he talks to you, and then you have to talk to him about what I'm saying. Yeah. And then, yeah, but there's more than that. It's more than that. This is not just about him and your personality. These are things that he suggests lightly. He has made suggestions to you, or he has commented a little bit, like maybe tippy-toeing about, walking on eggshells, you know, trying to tell you, I don't like that, or why do you do that, or, and, you know, you're bold about what it is. So, and he doesn't like that. So this is where this comes from. You're not understanding what he doesn't like. You're not understanding how he got upset and got rubbed the wrong way, and that's why he's withdrawing. Now, one of the best things you can do is when he and you start talking again, talk about the elephant in the room. What I'm saying, hey, were you upset about something? Did I do something that really offended you? I'm not aware of it. Can you tell me about it? You're gonna see light bulb. Okay, now, but I doubt very much that he has said zero. There's gotta be something that he said that you just didn't pay attention to, but he has said it clearly. This talks about fears. This is a bit strange, but this is something that I do have to mention. It's not that I sit there looking at what your fears are, because that's like irrelevant. But this particular case talks about you having a fear that you could end up with a guy that's not attractive but really romantic and sweet, but it's not the guy you like. Or maybe like the fact that there's shitty choices and you want more fish in the sea. This is about doubting your, like when a person just says, you know, I'm not content with what's there. Like, I'm just going along, rolling with the punches, but it just doesn't really just float my fancy. So this is a fear. Like I said, there's going to be one of the things that you're going to be experiencing in the near future about your relationship with Durian and this whole situation that you're confused about is that people around you, if you do reach out, you're not going to get a clear answer. This is you in the near future, you know, feeling confused and like you can't really turn to anybody because it's like nobody helps you make a clear decision. So you are, you know, back and forth. You could tell someone, hey, you know, this is what happened. What do you think about it? Oh, I don't know. And then at the end, you just don't know. So this, you might go through you will go through a period of just continued confusion about him. And at the end of the day, one of the most important things you can do is take initiative on it. You say that you're bold. So, you know, that you're confrontational, that you're upfront. Well, this is a time to be upfront. Now, if he's not talking to you, you got to wait a little bit, you know, find the right time, you know, but you will have it. This talks about you moving forward with him positively. So what am I saying? He's into you. He's going to talk to you again. And I see this shitty situation stopping and making a turn for the better is what I'm saying to you, okay? All right, sweetheart, thank you so much. Have a happy holiday. And I'm sorry I called you Steph. I'm sorry, I get so many names. I'm so sorry about that. Bye, sweetheart, thank you so much. Thank you, Beatrice.